What's up, guys? This is Cash Shake, Chairman, CEO, and co-founder of Baseball United, the first professional baseball league in the history of the Middle East and South Asia. And you're watching the Legends on Deck podcast with my boys, Brian Koss and David Condi.
All right, we are back here with Olympia High School. Coach Mack. Coach Mack's been a guest on the podcast before. We've done a whole thing with him, and of course we've covered him with the Winter Garden Squeeze for the last couple of seasons. So it's good to have him and his Olympia crew. I'm going to go around and I just do a couple of intros here.
All right, Kingston Ebanks, sophomore, outfielder and pitcher.
Robert Hoffman, shortstop, senior.
Michael Colavecchio, senior outfielder.
Trace Furness, senior pitcher.
Matthew Logan, junior. Two-way.
All right.
Ethan Rathman, outfielder, junior.
Awesome. Well, I know that Coach Mack puts a great team together every year, so I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking at you guys for the next few years. In college. Anybody have any college commitments so far they want to? Yeah.
I'm committed to the University of Miami.
Oh, nice.
And I'm committed to Florida Southern College.
Great. In Lakeland, right?
Yep.
All right. Very cool.
Signee. He's a signee.
He's a signee?
Yeah.
Okay.
Done.
Great.
Locked in.
Perfect.
Next year.
Awesome. All right, so going to be a little bit of fun. I just want to talk about baseball experience, memories, growing up. When did you start playing, that kind of thing? So we'll just kind of go around and you guys share a little bit of your early memories of baseball or how it came about.
Basically, I started playing 2-3. Always had my grandpa pitching me in the backyard. He tried to get me to switch hit, so I'm still trying to do it off the tee.
Yeah. Didn't work on you. Chipper Jones that worked for, but not you. Oh, gotcha. All right.
I started around, I was really young, and me and my grandpa and my dad, we'd always be in the backyard. He'd put like the tape on the floor, tell me where my feet go.
I started when I was like 4. My favorite memory was just when it was like me and my grandpa in the backyard, and I would just always hit it over him, and one time I just absolutely nailed him in the head.
Oh, man. Coach?
Baseball, my entire life I've been involved in baseball since I'm 5 years old. So I'm not going to tell you my age, but it's been about 40 plus years.
Okay.
My favorite baseball memory, I have so many of them. Probably hitting a walk-off grand slam in college one time was probably one of the coolest memories I've had. As far as, early childhood stuff, like my uncle was a coach, so he would always take me to games when I was, running around, and so I got a chance to be around it at an early age. And once it's in your blood, it's in your blood. It don't leave. So, I'm still here doing this, chasing this baseball thing around. So.
I've told Adam this before, and I'm like, man, how much Max at the field all the time? Like, this guy lives and breathes it. I've never met a guy like this. Well, there's other guys around like you too, but they're not a whole lot.
No,
so,
we're a dying breed.
They're not a whole lot. So I'm not surprised.
Well, I started playing baseball when I was like 5-ish, and my favorite memory was around that time when I learned to throw and hit with my dad. My dad's he throws lefty and hits lefty, and I only learned to hit lefty. And I throw righty.
Okay.
I started playing baseball around 5. My favorite memory was probably just hitting a home run in T-ball.
And now.
That's my first memory.
There you go. Well, that first is sometimes the best, right? Baseball memories.
When you started.
I started playing around like 4 to 5, and I'd say my favorite memory is probably my first home run, and didn't even pull it. I went off of.
Oh,
nice.
Big dog.
How old? Remember?
11.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's about when guys can start. The good ones can start hitting them over the fence. That's cool. All right. So, favorite team, favorite player. We'll go back this way again. Or players. Sometimes people can't choose.
Yeah. Well, my favorite team's the Marlins, but my favorite player is probably Bryce Harper.
Yeah. See, sometimes they don't match up, right? But I understand that. Yeah.
My favorite team's the Phillies, but my favorite player is Ken Griffey Jr.
There you go.
My favorite team's the Cubs, and I love Christian Yelich.
Oh,
Let's hear yours.
Mine, okay. So, Tigers, Detroit Tigers. I grew up in Detroit. But it's funny because, like you guys said, sometimes your favorite players and your favorite teams aren't exactly the same. So, growing up, Frank Thomas and Chipper Jones are my top 2 players growing up.
New York Mets.
I didn't know you were a Mets guy. Yeah.
All my friends and family grew up Cardinals fans, and so I went against the grain in like 1984. Showed my age a little bit again. My favorite player, I have 2. Barry Bonds was my favorite player because he was just the best player in that era before all the accusations, right? And Manny Ramirez. And I actually had the opportunity to coach Manny's son, who's now with the Angels, in the summer. And I got to spend the summer with Manny Ramirez, which is one of the coolest experiences of my life.
That's really neat. It's really neat. Yeah, man, those guys were incredible. Yeah, Manny had great years with the Indians and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool.
My favorite team's the Phillies. My favorite player of all time is Steve Carlson.
Oh, hey, you got some. This guy got some history here. Yeah.
Lefty too. He's
Yeah.
a lefty.
Yeah, perfect.
Big Yankees fan. Favorite player, Clayton Kershaw.
Okay, the Yankees, Clayton Kershaw. All right, so when I was with the Mount Dora guys, everybody was. I mean, not Jason, but everybody else. Every other kid was a Yankees fan. It's kind of funny.
Growing up, it was the Atlanta Braves because that's where I lived for a little bit.
Sure.
So they were local. But never really got into which baseball team was my favorite. My dad played football. But I do like Acuna and Trey Turner.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you want?
Oh, I'll take that one.
This one, Don Ross? What are you taking? Take one, guys. Just dig in. Grab something.
I can stand here and open all these.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that.
What do you want? All right. Oh, look at him. He goes and he digs underneath.
All of them?
Yeah.
And he goes underneath. He's like, this is the good back. I'm going to do what he did. Let's see what we can do.
What? Oh, you flipped the bottom? See, I used to have a bunch of Don Russ back in the day.
Don Russ, and then Topps now has the license for MLB, so it used to be all the stuff was white.
What'd you get? You got, what are those?
Geronimo Pena, Roberto Kelly. Cam. So his son, Cam.
Andre.
Cam is Odell Murphy. Slouser, Arthur Rhodes, Jay Bell.
Ron Darling.
Nice.
Jim Abbott.
Oh, I got another Tony Gwynn. Oh, remember Jim Abbott?
Yeah.
Jim Abbott had the
One hand?
which switches glove. Very cool.
Sweet.
I got another Tony Gwynn there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Same one.
Love to watch him hit.
Oh, that's amazing. I'd save every one of those.
Yeah.
What's this puzzle piece?
It goes to some Rod.
goes to
It's a
Rod
Rod Carew
Carew,
puzzle. Like so, anything
You see
you open
Trace-
the whole
Trace
pack
got a
of
triple
this.
Oh, and I
Play.
could solve it?
Oh, let's see if you can cash that in, huh? Yeah. Like what's that?
Trip to the 1980s.
Is it what brand is that? Don Ross? Yeah, I don't know that Don Ross would honor that agreement at this point.
You never know.
You never know.
Inky's got a little bend to him over here.
Yeah, well,
Ethan, you pull anyone?
it's just a little bit of fun.
I've never heard of any of these people.
Uh-oh.
Let me see what
You seem to have a pretty deep knowledge, too, so.
I got some.
Focus on perfection and not having that air be like an entire group. I'd say we
Name a random one.
Raphael
Born a call. Let me see those. Let me see what you got there, guy. Eric Fox, yeah, nah. Mark Leonard, nah. Butch Henry, nah.
If he doesn't know, I'm definitely not knowing.
Darren Holmes. You got a bunch of duds.
Yeah. You got a checklist. There you go.
What they call Todd Zeal.
Todd Zeal was good.
Zeal.
Yeah, Todd Zeal was good.
These are called commons.
Yes.
Yeah, they're base cards.
Yeah.
Base
So-
cards.
Exactly.
Is that what they call
Yeah,
them
they call them
nowadays?
base cards.
We call them commons.
Commons, yeah. So,
That's a Fortnite thing.
like I mentioned before, I said, we're not insulting anybody. We just look for the stars, but I'm happy to have any of these guys on my podcast.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
Be great.
Absolutely.
Anybody that's played Major League Baseball,
Absolutely.
the best of the best.
We should have
We were-
Coach Al on here one day.
Yeah, for sure. We were talking earlier. It's like, you know, I was talking with the softball girls, like, and one of the girls extremely knowledgeable on baseball, and we were like, hey, the best players that ever played at a high school, you know, Olympia High School, you've got a few. You've got a few. Actually, we've got a few here for anybody. I got a few.
Winkers?
Got a couple winkers in here.
Nice.
I don't know who I should give them out to, but I think I got 3 winkers. He's an Olympia guy.
Absolutely.
You guys have a few?
Yeah, that's cool.
Ethan, which one you want?
I also got a couple Nick Gordon cards that are numbered to 50.
This guy's good. Who's taking the other one?
Is it Seattle? There you go.
There you go. Winker's been on like 6 teams, so I got one on each team.
Nice.
Very cool, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out. Great time. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
Hopefully I can be able to see you guys play.
Thank you.
And I'll definitely see you in the summer. And we've got Dakoda Grove, who's a second time on the Legends on Deck podcast. We did a full interview with Dakoda back in, I don't remember the episode number, but I think it was about last year this time. Yeah, so he's been taking over the program at Foundation Academy, doing a great job building that. And it's a little extra special for me because I live down the road from Foundation in Winter Garden. So kind of my local team too. So I'm going to introduce over here these guys. Want to introduce yourself, some of the players he's brought along, and
my name is Brock Boston. I'm a senior at Foundation Academy, and I'm committed to West Point.
My name is Michael Swain. I'm a senior.
The blue shirt. It's in the way on the camera.
My name is Riley Gibson. I'm a senior. I'm committed to the Citadel Military College in South Carolina.
Wow, fantastic. So you guys this is great. You guys already have college commitments, ready to go win the state championship this year, and then move on to bigger things. That's fantastic. So I just wanted to go through a couple just fun items. I know you guys answered a lot of questions about the season up there with Varsity Sports. But let's just have a little fun talking, baseball memories and growing up. I'm a little older. Dakota's younger. So I got a few years on him. Where you grew up in the area? Did you? Where did you start playing baseball?
So I was actually born in Parker, Colorado. Grew up around Denver, but I started playing baseball when I moved here at Winter Garden Little League, actually with the guy over there.
Yes, sir.
He was a big reason I actually got into baseball, so yeah, I grew up Winter Garden Little League, played for TO actually when it first started. That was it wasn't even a team yet. We just did scrimmages, and then I played for Empire, I played for Warriors, played with Team Orlando again, and then played for Power.
Very good.
I moved to Florida when I was like 2 or 3, so ever since then I've been playing Little League and then travel ball, just playing baseball pretty much my whole entire life. So my parents or my family played baseball. All my dad's siblings and my dad played baseball in college as well. So baseball's just been a big thing for our family. So kind of just got born into it.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I grew up in Maryland, Winter Spring, Maryland, and we moved to Florida during the pandemic around just towards the end of 2020.
Sure.
And my parents, they always wanted to move down here, so it was the perfect time. So we ended up doing that. And I started playing baseball I was around 8 or 9 years old. And my dad, he wanted me to play basketball because he played, at University of Washington, Seattle. And he was just big as you're going to do basketball, you're going to do basketball. But I was good. But, I just didn't like it that much. And when I picked up the bat at what I did Little League, I knew this is what I was going to do for the rest of my life.
So did you play up in Maryland too, or did
I
you?
played up in Maryland through 9 when I was 9 all the way up till I was 14. Turned around when I was turning 14.
Gotcha. So you did play. I was thinking almost that you grew up and then all of a sudden you come to high school and you're playing baseball, because I've heard those stories too.
Yeah.
But that's great. That's great. And Dakoda, you grew up in the area. You're an Orlando guy. Grew up in Orlando and came up in a baseball environment. Yeah, he is very cool. So, all right. So another lightning round thing. Favorite MLB player? Growing up,
all time?
Either growing up, all time, or current.
All time, Kirk Gibson the World Series walk-off, number 23. That's why I'm not number 23.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
My preferred number is 23.
Okay.
My family's been Dodgers fans ever since my dad was born. Ever since before that, my whole family's from California. So
Okay, so I like Kirk Gibson from the Tigers, but that's all right.
Me and my dad, we're huge Cubs fans, so it's tough. I mean, there's been a bunch of legends for the Cubs, but I'd just go current. Right now, my favorite player is Justin Steele. He's their starting pitcher. So.
Yeah. Looking good, yeah, for sure.
Me, I have to go like Josh Chittum Jr. I mean, because I just like how he plays, and like we both play the game like pretty similar. So.
Absolutely, Jazz is like very versatile too. So they move him around. He's an outfielder, he's an infielder, he's everything, right? How about you, Dakota?
I'm a big Yankees fan, so Jeter.
Okay.
Derek Jeter.
That makes sense. Well, what I wanted to do with you guys is just kind of have a little fun. These cards are older than maybe all of you. So this is 89 to 94 stuff. Right? What year are you born?
98.
98. Okay. So we'll see how this guy said Kirk Gibson. So I have a feeling everyone's knows a little history here. So we'll see. We're gonna rip a pack together and just identify any major players, whoever has the best card. I think our best card out of the others somebody had a John Smoltz. So we'll take a look. Pick whatever one you want. You want Leaf, you want Don Ross 93, Leaf 91, Topps 89. We got kind of a mix here, so.
It's pretty exciting.
What do you think?
I'm going to break myself into one of these right here.
No, I'll go with this one right here.
This one comes with gum.
Yeah, so that's 1989 gum. I was 5 at the time. I'm not sure I'd recommend it.
Huh? Because this one just feels a little thick.
Being a captain here, I'll start with you first and go over there to your coach. Being a captain, there's no easy feeling with that. You have a lot of
These ones are tough. Some of these packs are tough to run. See what we got. That's it. Sean Dunston. Paul Sorrento. Rob Deere. Oh, all right. Here's my best one so far. I got a Tony Gwynn in here. One of my favorites of all time.
You need help opening it?
Yeah, you need help. You did not open it.
No, I got it.
I'm gonna go with Tony Gwynn.
We got Doug Simmons, John Daugherty, Eddie Murray.
Eddie Murray. There we go. Throw that one out there for sure. That's best so far.
Then Chris Payne.
Oh, you got 2 Hall of Famers in one pack.
I knew that.
Craig Biggio.
Then Craig.
That's another good one.
Hall of Famer, man.
Oh, yeah,
3,000 hits.
We got that guy. Then
I got a Paul Sorrento too.
That's another good one.
That's a good one. Then Dorian Jackson.
Rob Deere.
He's a good one.
Rob Deere was a fun player. Yeah.
Then we got Steve Scheffler. I think I said that right. Then JT Snow.
He's a good first baseman. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Jim. How do you pronounce his name?
Brett Butler had some speed.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Just put him there, too. Then we got Gerald Clark.
Your next assignment is them to do a little history project on this.
Oh, boy. Yeah, absolutely.
We got Gerald Clark. Guy.
All right. What else we got over here?
All right.
Any standouts?
Me?
I haven't looked through
Any?
it yet.
Here, I'll go. Ken Griffey Jr.
Oh,
whoa!
That's anything Griffey. All right, you've won already.
That's pull of the day.
Roger Clemens, Otis Nixon, Tommy Green, and Wilson Aldridge.
Dude, you got a big pack. Griffey and Clemens in the same pack.
You got any sleeves in there?
Oh, I got sleeves. I'll sleeve some stuff up for you.
Having somebody
Not
as a
seeing
leader,
anything
like
good
I say,
yet.
who
Not
works
halfway
his
through
butt off,
here.
continues to
Matt
go the
Noakes.
extra mile when maybe his body starting to say no.
Well, so far we got Griffey, we got Quinn, we got Biggio, and Eddie Murray. Those are all Hall of Fame players.
Bobby
Thigpen?
Never heard of him.
Mississippi State. He was on that team. That you ever hear the Mississippi State baseball story from the '80s? He was on the team with Palmero and Will Clark. That was one of the best college baseball teams of all time.
Todd Huntley. I feel like I've heard this name before. Is he anything special? Or?
Todd Huntley, he was a good catcher.
Paul Assemacher. Gary Varsho. I think that's it. I didn't get any.
All right.
Nothing crazy there.
Dakota, what do you got?
Chet Lemon.
Chet Lemon, local. There we go, local legend. Okay. Absolutely. So you got a local. Adam Bates and I have a thing going on with this local legends initiative. So we look for cards and we pull cards with players that grew up in the Orlando area and came out of Orlando. So I'm going to throw you guys a few cards. We got Shane Green. One of you guys can take one. I got, let's see. Here's a Vaughn Grissom, Haggerty. And Jesse Winker's an Olympia guy. So it's just kind of a fun initiative, or trying to educate the local players on guys that came out of here, because the whole idea. So Legends on Deck, which is my website podcast, and David Condi and I, who run the podcast and the website, our whole thing has been Legends on Deck. So the whole idea is the guys that are coming up, right? So young players, who's the next guy, and then local legends is kind of the guys out of the Orlando area. So that all goes together, and who knows? You guys are all off to college, very soon. Taking, we could be talking to future draft picks right here.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, for sure. I hope so. So we could say that we had you on, and then we could highlight you, and then we could try to track you down when you're famous. So, all right, guys. Well, I appreciate the time. I really look forward to tracking you guys throughout the season. Like I said, you're right down the road, so I'll be out to some games.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.